Soundstripe.
The world ended today. It ended yesterday. It will end tomorrow. The world has been ending since the dawn of time. In recorded history, the end of the world has been predicted almost 200 times. I know because I counted. Every country has groups who believe the end of the world is imminent. The country who has the largest percentage of people who think we're in the end of times? America. Weird number one. As the founder and CEO of a tech startup, I can tell you that the world will always be ending. It won't always be a pandemic. I hope it won't always be a pandemic. But there will always be some catastrophe occurring someplace. Usually, it will be in your personal life. I started my business 4 years ago. At the time, I was married with 2 kids, living in the suburbs. It was the most stable life you could ever imagine. Then my world ended and became a swirling vortex of chaos and acrimony. There was no money for rent, much less the business. Telling my developer to stop work, it was one of the most difficult and humiliating moments of my life. So I found a job and started over. The world will never be aligned in harmony. Neither will your life. There will never be a perfect time to start a business. There's only now, and a million things to do to make it happen. So choose one thing, and when you're finished with that, choose another. Keep repeating those steps, and you will be surprised how far you get in 4 years. You are not your business. It might seem like your baby, like it's one of your children, and if so, you need to regain some emotional distance. I'm trained as a lawyer and a writer. Yeah, I know, life is weird. I've written for magazines and newspapers, I've written fiction and nonfiction, and I've been edited by some of the harshest editors out there. I learned to not take it personally, because that piece I'd written was just that, a piece of work. Nothing more, nothing less. And here's the thing about writing fiction. You can't feel like it's your baby. You have to be willing to do things to your characters you wouldn't be willing to do if you were emotionally attached to them. At one point, I sent my writing coach a screenplay I'd worked on for several months, and I really thought I had that thing perfected. A few weeks later, we got together, and the first thing she said to me was, "You need to cut the first 30 pages and pick a genre." And then she said, "Other than that, you really have something here." I was devastated. And then I thought, she is so right. So I scrapped the entire thing and I started over. And the next version was so much better. And that's a lot easier to do when there's some emotional distance. The same is true of my business. Yes, I am very devoted to it. But when things aren't going great, and there will always be times when things aren't going great, I don't take it as personally. It's not all about us. This is the universe. This is Earth. I am not at the center of either of them, and neither are you. When the pandemic hit, things changed fast. My youngest daughter started online school at home. My oldest daughter and her husband were transitioned to work from their home. My business partner Cheryl was on vacation with her family and spent days catching various flights trying to get back to her home. And now she's not able to visit her mom, who has a heart condition. It didn't take long for the needs of the community to become overwhelming. So we chose to put the community before the business. We made membership free. We cut back on our plans for the next year. Cheryl took over the day-to-day management, and now I work helping the community during the crisis, whether through my local COVID-19 task force or by working at a local grocery store filling online orders. We deliver supplies to more than 80 people who are self-isolating due to health conditions. However, we can only deliver toilet paper to so many people. We wondered, how do we help everyone else? How can we help other people connect? How can our app help people help each other? By focusing on helping others, we're learning how to make our product better. We're connecting with our clients in a whole new way. We're creating as a team in a way we haven't since the early days of the business. It's not all about me, but I'm growing as a person and as an entrepreneur and a friend because of it. When the world ended, we could have watched all of our work go to waste. Or we could adapt. We could learn about our options. We could choose another road. When the world ends, rebuilding begins. Don't get used to a new normal. Create a better one. And that's our challenge now, to create better solutions, better safety nets, better social networks, and better personal relationships. Today, the world ended. Let's build a new one. What will you create?
Soundstripe.